Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just need to close my door real quick. Alright, so it's a nice day out. Definitely a nice day out. I mean, it's bright and sunny. And I almost dropped my headphones. Alright, so Matt the cat's here. Michael's here. Alright, so how are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? We're doing good. Audio is good. I fixed the situation with the mic. I mean, it was like... I mean, last time I sounded like a robot. Feeling great. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting us know that. You're feeling great. That's awesome. So, Jack Carter's here. So, anywho, might as well get the ball rolling with this podcast episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All That Shebang Bang podcast. I am your host, Ronnie Gunza. Okay, so what's up, Ian Sweeney? We're doing pretty good. At first I wasn't sure like what to make the podcast episode about today, but then I was looking through some of my photos on my computer. Yeah, Chica wants to say hello too. I just finished feeding her. She had a pretty good breakfast. And now she wants to lay down right next to me. That's so cute. So cute. Anywho, alright, so I was going through some photos that I had on my computer. This was like back in the day, like when I was in high school. The younger me. And seeing that my 30th birthday is coming up real soon, I feel like doing like a nostalgia stream. So that's what today's podcast episode is going to be about. Okay, this is my breakfast right here. I also had a cup of coffee. Alright, and yeah, thank you, Michael. It's greatly appreciated. So, anywho, guys, later on is going to be the King George and the Ducky review. I feel pretty good about it. It's going to be funny. It's going to be exciting. I'm very excited to show you guys. To be like, oh my gosh, she reviewed King George and the Ducky, finally! And you know what else I found? I found this little bitty ducky. 30 years of the LBF, my gosh, following VeggieTales' footsteps, lol. And as you can tell, as you know, as some of you might have heard, or a lot of you heard, VeggieTales, like, kind of sort of celebrated their 30th anniversary. So they've turned 30, so I'm going to be turning 30 real soon. And Epic Carrot and Junior Boy are in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. You know what? I got this little baby ducky. I know who to give it to. Oh, this is sweet. This is sweet. Thanks. Thanks, LBF. You're the best. I'm almost 30, and yeah, it feels like a milestone, definitely. Yeah, can't believe it. The big 30. I feel like my yeah, how time flies, basically. Squeaky ducky. I wish this squeaked, but nah, it's just for... Can we squeeze it? Well, I don't want to break it. Here you go, JB Plush. Play with it. But anyways, you guys, the King George and the Ducky review is all set, ready to go, and it's going to be premiering at 2 p.m. Central. For some of y'all, that's 3 p.m. Eastern. So definitely check it out. It is phenomenal. Like, yeah, I think I did pretty good on the review. There's some jokes here and there. There's some hilarity. And the comedy writes itself, basically. So I'm definitely looking forward to the premiere this afternoon. Alright, so before I... Okay, what was I going to talk? For what epic carrot? I didn't hear it. Squeak, squeak. Alright, so for this, like, not too long ago, I put up a PowerPoint. So, yeah, this is the photo that we're going to be starting off with. Definitely. Now, a lot of these, yeah, we're going to start with the high school years. There's like a couple of them from high school, so this is one of them. Alright, so I might as well start here, folks. And how many do I have? I have 8 pictures to show y'all. And then I have a little bit of something at the very end of this podcast. So definitely stay tuned. Also leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. So welcome to Nostalgia Land. Matt the Cat said it really, really well. Thank you. Alright, so I'm looking at chat. I'm looking at you guys. And alright, let us begin. Let us begin. So this is from high school. I think this was like my senior year. And there was like they had Spirit Week. Spirit Week is basically like the school lets you do certain stuff or dress to a certain theme. On one of the days was College Day. So basically wear a t-shirt of the college that you want to go to. Back then, I didn't have like there was 2 colleges that I was interested in, but Texas A&M was not one of them. But this was the only college shirt I had, so I wore that. And as you can see, we're right in front of the horticulture garden green labs. Yeah, for the horticulture classes. Deep in the heart of Texas. No, I actually went to Incarnate Word. And then for grad school, I went to Our Lady of the Lake University. But it was something for Spirit Week. And the book that I'm holding is a yearbook. So this was either part 1 or part 2 of the yearbook. I don't know why it had to be split into 2 parts in the first place. They couldn't have waited until like near the end of the school year to put out this book. Alright, so Tian's in the chat. So yeah, this was pretty much me. And yeah, we didn't have to carry backpacks to school. Yeah, because it was like towards the end of the school year, and I was about ready to graduate. I mean, thank God I graduated. So yeah, like I said, we were outside where the greenhouses were for the horticulture students. I'm trying to remember, like I was hanging out with a couple of my twin sisters' friends. Like they were so nice to me. Like they felt sorry for me because I was one, shy, and two, I didn't have that many friends. So they kind of took me in and like chatted with me. So that was pretty cool. And I think like on this day we got out early. Now this was before like they started introducing the early school release. Like early, like this was before like on Wednesdays they would release students out from school early. So TN, I'm being a little nostalgic. Like I said, this was me in high school. Um, yeah. It's pretty neat. I mean, if I was to go back in time and redo high school, I would be like more energetic. I would be more open to people, be willing to socialize more. But then again, I don't want to have to sacrifice my grades or anything. I wouldn't skip school or anything. I would still be a good student. This is like I don't know what was wrong with me back then. Part of me regrets not talking as much. Yeah, because doors would have opened for me. Like when it comes to socializing, I could have had more friends. I could have had. Well, I had a few crushes, but they didn't turn out well. I don't know. It's just it felt lonely for me. But for some reason, I made it through. I made it through, and that's all that matters. So let's go on to the next one. Bacon Bill. Okay, so this was another. Yeah, this was the cafeteria in high school. You see the shirt that I was wearing? It's like a Super Mario t-shirt. It had Mario, Yoshi, it had Wario. So yeah, in the back it says future. Yeah. I was thinking about the future while everyone else is just like in the moment, in the here and now, and just like live for today. Like I had no choice but to think about the future because I couldn't wait to get out of there. Getting a diploma was my ticket out of there. Well, of course, Mario is nostalgic. I mean, this shirt was from 2010, 2011. Sleeps in Alcamps. He grew up with any of his games. Yes, exactly. And I remember seeing time and time again that Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story um, was one of the games that I was playing back in high school. And I'm talking about the DS version, not the 3DS remake. Because I've had a Nintendo DS ever since middle school. I think that's where I got my first Nintendo DS. And then later on in high school, I upgraded to another one. So Nintendo DS, Nintendo DSi, Nintendo 3DS, and my current one, which is the Nintendo 2DS XL. So yeah, at the time I was playing Bowser's Inside Story, and it was pretty cool. It was like I still have memories of me playing Bowser's Inside Story during my lunch hour. Alright, so YYC is in the chat. And welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, and I also played Nintendo GameCube during this time. Yeah, video games was one of the things that helped me cope with high school. And so was Larry Boy. I mean, I have Larry Boy to thank for helping me get through high school as well. I mean, most people didn't understand my fandom of Larry Boy, and I mean, it was like, it is what it is, it's whatever. It's like, people are gonna think of you as such, and what can you do? You can't please everyone. Alright, I got a text real quick. Okay. Da-da-da-da. So yeah, high school, if I was on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be like a 2 out of 10. Yeah, definitely a 2 out of 10. I mean, there were some good things about high school. However, you gotta understand that I have to factor in like some of the stuff that I've had, some of the stuff I went through, my trials and tribulations. Yeah, that's basically how I sum up my high school experience. Trials and tribulations. That's the best way to sum it up. Oh, this is cool. I had a little backpack. I used to carry this a whole lot. It's a whole. And I used to wear a watch all the time. It's like, I need to wear a watch. I miss wearing a watch because it suits me. I mean, it doesn't have to be the Apple Watch. It could be just like a regular standard watch. But I miss wearing a watch. Alright, so high school me, just hang in there. Just definitely hang in there. Doors are going to open, and you're going to be amazed. And your education in high school, your diploma, your bachelor's and master's, it's all going to be worth it. Because you're doing this for nobody else but yourself. Alright, so moving forward, bachelor's degree, I got that at Incarnate Word. And during my time in Incarnate Word, which is college, I would go on retreats. They were like religious retreats. And there was one year where I helped out on the retreat. And we did like this skit where this woman finds Jesus Christ because her life was in shambles. Like, she didn't like where life was going. So she prays to God for hope and purpose in life. So this is where Jesus comforts her. I used to talk to this girl a whole lot. Like, she was pretty sweet. Lizette, I think that was her name. And I used to talk to this guy too. His name is Alex. So Alex is playing the role as Jesus Christ, and Lizette is playing the role of a woman that's trying to find her way in life. And in the back right here, this is me. So in this skit, I was casted as an angel that's been following Lizette. So I'm her guardian angel, and this is me praying for her. So the skit starts like this. Lizette plays this woman. It's her first time in college, and she goes to college with a Bible. Like, she has this religious upbringing. She has hope and optimism for her time in college, but then she's introduced to a boyfriend, introduced to bad habits, and then everything just goes downhill, and she just can't take it anymore. And she, out of desperation, she cries out to God, like asking, begging for help. And meanwhile, the guardian angel, which is me, is watching all this and just like taking pity on her. So yeah, this was pretty emotional for me because, yeah, I really hate to see it's like I don't wish this on anyone. I don't wish for bad things to happen to people. I don't know where I would have been if I didn't know LBF. Oh, that's sweet. So yeah, I have a little bit of theater background. I was casted as a guardian angel. And I remember, like, after we did the skit, people were congratulating me for my role as the guardian angel. It had a lot of people reflect. So yeah, and we were in a pavilion. We were inside a pavilion, and yeah, that's where we had the skit, because there's this place called Tecaboca. It's like a camping grounds for retreats to congregate. It had pavilions, it had cabins. It's just like it was just like so beautiful out there. It's out in the northern part of Texas, Mountain Home, Texas. Yeah, it's such a beautiful place. It's got lakes, it's got rivers. And I think this is the next part. So yeah, we were out like in the countryside. Yeah, and this was our big photo with the retreatants and retreat staff members. And then right here on the right hand corner. In the right hand corner, that was me. I know it looks a little blurry, but yeah. So yeah, the theme for that year's retreat was like just putting your trust in God. And trusting and believing that there's some good in the world. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but you know. And I think this was like in college, I was able to open up more. I mean, I wasn't 100% shy, but I think there was a little bit of shyness left over. I would say I was like 50-50. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of people can relate to stuff like this. Going on retreats, it's like a fun experience. Like it gives you time away from your busy life and like to reflect on how your life is going. I mean, it helps. It helps in some point in your life. It might inspire you to do something great. I mean, it's not a cure-all thing. Like, it doesn't cure everything in your life. It's like, it doesn't even matter, like, how many retreats you go to. I think, like, there's gotta be, like, a commitment. It's like, you gotta make yourself, be better for yourself, if that makes sense. It's tiny. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with participating in this. It's like yeah, I miss a lot of my colleagues at Incarnate Word and grad school. As I usually see what they're up to on Facebook, but that's pretty much it. I've even reached out to a couple of them, but it's like, yeah, they're busy with stuff. Like some of them got married, some of them have kids of their own. And here I am, like almost 30. Well, I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to make a life for myself, you know? Okay. Alright, so, yeah, moving on. Alright, so I graduated from Incarnate Word back in 2015. So this next photo, I think I was in grad school. You won't believe this, guys. It was like, check it out. Yeah, I will definitely keep trying. Alright, so this was at an aquarium. This was at an aquarium. I remember, like, there was this guy dressed up as a pirate. Like, there was, like, a pirate-themed, section of the aquarium. And he was holding this live gator. I don't know if, I forgot if it was a crocodile or alligator, but whatevs. This was like a baby crocodile or gator. And you could tell, like, this guy was an expert in handling this, so I didn't necessarily hold on to the gator. I was able to touch it. And you can tell I'm wearing my Larry Boy t-shirt. Yeah, I like these overalls. They were pretty cool. Like, I went there with my dad and my twin sister. And I was also there with my niece and nephew. Alright, and of all of us in the group, I was the only one that was brave enough to touch this thing. My twin sister was like, nope, not gonna. And my dad was like, not gonna, nope. So I was brave enough to actually do that. I mean, if I had the opportunity to do this again, I would. I mean, it's a good photo op. So yeah, this was at an aquarium. The aquarium that we have here in town, it's serviceable, but I don't think it's as good as the aquarium that's in Corpus Christi. The aquarium that's in Corpus Christi, Texas, is called Texas State Aquarium. I mean, it's huge. Yeah, that aquarium is huge, and it's awesome, and it's got great shows, including dolphins. Alright, so Angel Cat's here. Thank you for tuning in. We're being a little nostalgic today. So yeah, I was smiling. I wasn't scared at the very least. No. It was like I thought it was cool. And when I showed this picture to my mom, she was like, "What in the world?" Basically, she shared the same feeling as my dad and my twin sister. She was like, "Are you crazy?" Because again, out of all of us in the group, I was the only one that touched that gator. We're gonna zoom in real quick. Alright, so yeah, that's the handler's hand. So he basically like held it out to me like this, and the guy told me to like go like under the gator and just like feel his belly. I mean, it didn't feel as hard as I thought it would be. Just like rough around the edges. Oh wow, I was wearing nail polish. I actually still have a bottle of that nail polish. And as you can see, like it's taped up so that this guy doesn't bite anyone. Oh, the Kremlings in Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I've heard of that recently. So yeah, I was holding it like this. Well, I didn't hold it 100% because the handler was holding it for me, so all I had to do was like this. And that was it. And plus, I wouldn't even it was like I didn't even know like how heavy it was, so yeah, I wouldn't have been able to carry it even if I wanted to. Yeah, that's a big no-no. But hey, I was brave enough to hold on to touch this thing. If it was on my bucket list, then I would have scratched it off already. Scratch it off my bucket list. Put a check on it. And again, this is my old Larry Boy t-shirt. Okay, I saw a couple of Larry Boy t-shirts like this on eBay, but they're pricey. But anyways, this was super cool. Like, that was like the coolest thing that happened at the aquarium that's in town. Yeah, the rest of the time we were there, it's just like, it's boring. It's like, I'd rather go to Texas State Aquarium in Corpus rather than go to the San Antonio Aquarium. Yeah, I had a better experience at the Corpus Christi Aquarium. And so this, you all know who this is. And I think Nintega Dario will also recognize this bad boy. So this is like the recent version of Chuck E. Cheese. And behind me, there's like the television playing like their skits. It's like, I miss the animatronics. Like, the location we went to, like, they didn't have the animatronics. Like, they had a dance floor, and that was it. And as you can see right here, let me zoom in. I was wearing my Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt. It says, "Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza." I wore this at a Chuck E. Cheese, and nobody said a damn thing about it. Like, none of the employees were like, "Hey, what you wearing?" It's like, they're pretty chill. Don't let it bite your head sideways, it'll crush your skull. Yeah, that's true. We're talking about the gator, but yeah, not. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is not gonna bite my head off. Don't worry. So, around this time, before this outing, I won a sweepstakes on. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was running a sweepstakes, like, for a gift card. $100 gift card. And for some reason, I entered the contest, and I actually won the $100 gift card. So, I had asked my twin sister, because she's the one with kids, I asked her if she and the kids wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And she was like, yeah, sure. So I used that gift card to, like, treat my twin sister and her kids to Chuck E. Cheese. I thought that was pretty cool. I think, like, at the time, it was my two nephews and my niece. And then there was my twin sister, there was me, and then my little sister came along as well. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And again, I was wearing my Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt intentionally. I mean, I was gonna laugh if somebody stopped me and say, "Hey, cool t-shirt," or "Hey, what are you doing wearing that?" Because all in all, like, whether you realize it or not, Five Nights at Freddy's was inspired by Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, there's no denying that. I mean, yeah. I guess FNAF was still small at the time. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's was was all the raves back then. I remember hearing about Five Nights at Freddy's back in college, and then there was like this big ol' there was big ol' hype around it. You started to see videos of people playing Five Nights at Freddy's like pop up, and it's like and then I played the game myself and I loved it. And then Hot Topic started selling Five Nights at Freddy's merch. So, yeah, I got myself a t-shirt. It's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, my niece started crying when she saw somebody in a Chuck E. Cheese costume come up to us. And I was trying to let my niece know, hey, this guy's harmless. Chuck E. Cheese is not gonna hurt anyone. And to prove that, I had one of my sisters take a picture of us. It's like, look at that. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was an indie series at the time. Scott Cawthon like conceived this idea and actually built the game from the ground up. So being able to do that, that's an achievement. As is. It's an achievement as is. And look at that, I got these poppers. It's like, I saw my nieces and nephews with one of these. They had like one shaped like a circle, shaped like a heart, shaped like a flower. And I thought that was pretty cool, so I went on Amazon and I found this one. It's shaped as a video game controller because, you know, I love playing video games. So, this is what this is. I had this put away. I was doing spring cleaning, but I got back to doing this. Yeah, it helps me like stay occupied or whatever rather than be bored. But you know what? I'd rather play a video game right now. Like maybe later after I get off stream. I don't know. But then again, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern is the premiere of King George and the Ducky review. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It's so satisfying too. I don't know if you guys can hear the popping, but I mean, you don't have to. Alright, so Awesome Sauce is here. Jamie Paul's just like, did someone say pizza? So Awesome Sauce is here to put the sauce on the pizza. He's gonna put the awesome sauce on your pizza. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Okay, so your stress toy is Mario Kart. Yeah. Poppin' bubble wrap. Poppin' bubble wrap. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, this is pretty cool. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's got a AAA title for PC and PlayStation consoles. I just wish that Security Breach was a good game to play. But I keep hearing that game is broken. Like, there's even a video of Markiplier playing the game, or trying to, but he comes across all these glitches, all these bugs. There's like a compilation video of Markiplier running into these bugs and glitches, It's like I would have wanted to get the game myself, but then I'm hearing like this bad publicity about security breach. So it's like, it's not worth my money. I'd rather invest in another game, one that's not broken. Because I would have gotten this game on PlayStation. Didn't really care if it was on Nintendo Switch. It was like the graphics are, yeah, the graphics in PlayStation or Xbox games compared to Nintendo Switch, they're better than the graphics on PlayStation and Xbox are better than Nintendo Switch normally. Yeah, I'm kind of into stress toys as well. I do have a fidget spinner, but I forgot where I put it. Because again, I was doing my spring cleaning. Yeah, spring cleaning's pretty good for you. It helps you declutter. And if there's stuff I want to sell, I'll definitely sell it. Yeah, because I've actually sold some stuff already and got some pocket money from it. Oh my gosh, I will never, ever, ever, ever go to a pawn shop ever again. Because the pawn shop that I used to go to, just remember getting bad service, and they don't really offer you as much money. They don't offer you as much money as they want. So I just stopped going to the pawn shop. I mean, if I was going to sell something, then I would just like post it on Facebook or post it on a selling app. I don't really do eBay because, like, I don't really do eBay. Well, I'm getting my words mixed up here. I don't really do eBay because you have to take into account shipping. So that it costs money to ship stuff out. So I rather the buyer just be like somewhere in town or somewhere in the neighborhood, so I could easily just like give it to them like after they pay. Oh, and I'm also making money doing art commissions, which, by the way, commissions are open. They're still open. I'm still taking art commissions. So if you want an art commission from me, let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram, or if you follow me on Discord, you could also message me there. Alright, eventually they decided to cut a lot of the ideas in order to finish the game, and the end result was security breach. Yeah, that's one way to sum it up, Matt. I'm telling you, I can't get enough of this popping stress toy. Ever since I found it a week ago, it's like I keep it somewhere on my bedstand. Alright, so it definitely preoccupies my time. So anywho, this photo is from Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, I would definitely like go there again. I mean, I don't care like if it's if it's a kid's place. Like, adults hang out there too, and they, not to mention, they sell alcohol. They sell alcohol at Chuck E. Cheese. But I don't really drink alcohol these days. Like, once in a blue moon, but not as often as before, because I don't like the feeling of hangovers, you know? I don't like feeling sick the next day. Because, like, I don't like the feeling. I don't like the nausea. So, yeah, I'd rather be a soda person than an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? My beverage of choice is Coca-Cola. Yeah, they do sell alcohol. Yeah, in fact, Inside Edition did a news story about some Chuck E. Cheese places serving too much alcohol to patrons. They did like an investigative story or whatever. Chuck E. Cheese put out a statement saying, we do everything we can to like make sure that our patrons are safe, and that we have a cutoff for like when somebody's drunk or somebody had too much alcohol. There's a cutoff. Basically denying allegations, because there have been some Chuck E. Cheese locations where fights would break out. So yeah, it's no different from like a bar. Because why? They serve alcohol. When I first learned that they sold alcohol, I was like in disbelief. Like, you're messing with my childhood there. But I get why they're doing it, because they want more people. They want more people to come through the doors. Even though it's a family-oriented place, yeah, they're trying to be like Dave & Buster's, basically. I mean, Dave & Buster's, it's leaning more towards like older people, like adults. I mean, they have the arcade games, they have a buffet, they have pizza, they have drinks and beverages. Oh, I think on my 21st birthday, real quick, on my 21st birthday, I spent it at a Dave & Buster's, and I had alcohol for the first time, because I was of age, of course. 21 is, yeah. And that was pretty cool. We had like this room. There was like a reserved room for us, and we were shooting pool. And we would have like this person cater to us, like a hostess, letting us know asking us like what drinks we wanted and what kind of food we wanted. So I remember giving her a generous tip at the time, because I thought she did a really good job. She did a really good job. If a person does really good on their job and you got really good service, then I think they deserve a tip. They deserve a tip for their hard work and for their troubles. But anyways, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, they do serve alcohol, but I think there should be a cutoff. Like, there has to be like a limit on how much alcohol you could purchase because you don't want to deal with an intoxicated person. Okay. Michael Rosen reference. Okay. Alright, I think we could go into the next one. I think I got like a couple more. And then I have something else to show you guys. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do a little intermission. Alright? So, be right back. Alright, ladies and gents, I'm back. I am back. Alright, so let's go over real quick. Alright. How's he doing today? Jake's camera. Yeah, it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. Does this thing work? Does this thing work? Yep, it does. It does. Okay, thank you for checking. Being our little camera guy, camera person. Okay, studio. Act 1 starts playing. Okay, so Blazebro Gaming's here. Okay. Love steering contests. Alright, so Fairy Tale Hero is here. Okay, doing well, doing good. Good idea. Did anyone see the second teaser of Rax, Shaq, and Benny remolded? I've seen one of the trailers. I've seen one of the trailers. It looks pretty good so far. Alright, so got a couple more pictures to show you guys, and then I have something else that I found recently. It's amazing what you can find, like when you're spring cleaning, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I found this little rubber ducky, and it's going to JB Plus. Yeah, you too got a rubber ducky. Alright, so we've already talked about me and Chuck E. Cheese. Had a fun time regardless, even though I missed the animatronics. I missed the days of there being the animatronic characters. I think it's a big mistake that they're doing away with the animatronics. So, like, what can you do? Anywho, as far as me and driving, yeah, I got my driver's license back in, had to be like 2021. It took July of 2021, somewhere in that area, somewhere in that ballpark. I got my driver's license. So, yeah, it's pretty cool that I get to drive. I remember the driving test being okay. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was okay. And when the driving instructor told me what my grade was, showed me what my grade was, which was a 71, which was passing because you had to have like a 70 or better in order to pass the driving test. It was like, oh my gosh. It was like, I actually passed on my first try. Because before then, I was hearing stories of people like failing the driving test on the first time they did it. And it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to be like SpongeBob SquarePants where I fail the driving test or boating test all the time? Was I going to be cursed with with something like that? But no, like, I passed on my first try. The one thing I failed the first time was the written test. For that test, you had to have like a have to study from a booklet first and then take the written test. I failed on the first time, but then a second time doing the written test, I did pretty good. So I think my mom took this photo because before the driving test, she had me practice driving. So yeah, that's me concentrating on the road. Well, obviously because I'm driving. And plus, my mom was sitting right next to me screaming at me, "Go left, go right, stop right here." It's like, jeez, woman. Ugh. And they just stopped and said that you passed. Oh my god. That's beautiful. I want it. I must have it. I must get it. You must go and get it for me. Yeah, this review is going to be fun. I promise you. And still need to learn how to drive? Yeah. Yeah, just gotta keep practicing and learning everything you need to know. Like, the day that you finally get to drive, have a driver's license, it'll come. It will come. I promise you. Because my experience with getting a driver's license, it wasn't perfect. I mean, I failed the written test on my first try, but then on the second try, I got it. And then on my driving test, I was lucky enough to pass it on my first try. And got my driver's license. So all I need now is to have my own vehicle. Because right now I'm using one of my relatives' vehicles. I just need to get my own vehicle and get car insurance for it. It'll happen someday. I'm pretty optimistic. That'd be so cool if I got a car on my birthday. But you never know. I mean, I've already put out my wish list. Yeah, I put out my birthday wish list. A vehicle's not on the list because I don't know. Maybe someone in my family might surprise me. Maybe my mom or dad. I don't know. I honestly don't know. On my birthday wish list, I think I could pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's pretty safe for me to pull it up real quick. You must go and get it for me. It couldn't be more wronger. Do not question the king's grammar. Yeah, I'm just pulling up my... Yeah, birthday wish list. Yeah, I remember making this on Canva. Which, by the way, Canva is super easy to use. Like, I've been using it to create my thumbnails, which is, yeah, the thumbnail for this podcast episode I created on Canva. It took me 5 minutes. Have you guys seen the poll for your next YTP? I have. Okay, VeggieTales, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail equals what? I already voted Saucy. So have I. Alright, so I transferred it to my OneDrive. Alright, so... maybe I could open this in Paint. Yeah, it's easier that way. But anyways, I made this in Canva. And I'm pretty happy about it, so check it out. So this is my birthday wish list. Alright, so yeah, there's no car on here because I know that yeah, everyone in my family is on a budget. I'm on a budget as well. So for my 30th birthday, this is my wish list. Gift cards for the Nintendo eShop, because I would love to get more Nintendo Switch games. And then Amazon gift cards. I miss shopping on Amazon. GameStop gift cards. Yeah, I am a regular customer at GameStop. Like, there's a GameStop that's like 5 minutes from here. So I usually buy and sell games at GameStop. So yeah, that'd be so cool to get a gift card for that place. And then Posca markers. These markers are like the special. There's special types of markers. I've seen these kinds of markers on Instagram and people using them, and I love the texture of these markers. It's like people doing like these drawings and coloring, and it's like it looks so vivid. There's like a whole bunch of these markers. They're supposed to be way better than the Crayola markers. And I've seen like Instagram and videos of people using these markers, and I want to use these types of markers on either my stream or YouTube video or Instagram or TikTok video or all that shebang bang. Putting the plug there. So I've heard and seen many great things about these Posca markers, and I would like to try them. And then obviously sketchbooks. It doesn't matter like the type of sketchbook. Like a sketchbook is a sketchbook, and this way I can draw more and do more art commissions. Sorry. I was trying not to hiccup. Sorry about that. Anyway, sketchbooks could be any type of sketchbook, because a sketchbook is a sketchbook. That way I can draw more Larry Boy Fanatic stuff, draw more fan art, do more art commissions. Yeah, I utilize a whole lot of sketchbooks. I'm utilizing a lot more sketchbooks now than I have ever before, because it's part of my content. It's part of Larry Boy Fanatic. It's part of what I do. So I have sketchbooks on there. And then Crayola Model Magic Clay. I remember using Model Magic Clay on stream to make my Larry Boy Fanatic persona. There's like a video of me creating it. Yeah, I did a live stream one time. And using Model Magic Clay is pretty cool. I love just like making my figurine. I would like to make figurines of my veggie OC, to make Junior Boy, to make Matt the Cat. I would love to do that using Crayola Model Magic Clay. And for this part, I say any color because, yeah, I would like to create more things with Model Magic Clay. I think it's a great product. I think it's better than regular clay, to be honest, because like it's wet when you need it, it's moist when you need it, and it's dry when you need it. So that's good. That's definitely good. Oh my gosh, are we serious? Remind me again when your birthday is. It's June 26th. Oh my gosh. Awesome Sauce, you are the best. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I just looked in my live chat over here. This is where I'm looking at comments. Oh my gosh. Again, thank you so much, Awesome Sauce. You are the best. You are awesome. That's why you're called Awesome Sauce. Because you put awesome into the sauce. You bring the sauce with the awesome. You put the awesome in the sauce. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. But anyways, yes, my birthday's on June 26th. Oh my god, I am so... oh my god, I'm so happy. Early birthday present, thank you. Alright. Oh, what's this? What is this? Okay, 3 incoming VeggieTales stuff this year. VeggieTales EXE Chapter 2. Larry Boy and the Night at Freddy's and Rack Shack and Benny Remolded. Alright, so thank you for letting me know that, Fairy Tale Hero. And yeah, I'll be reacting to Larry Boy and the Night at Freddy's and Rack Shack and Benny Remolded. Those are top priority when it comes to reaction videos. I did a little react video on my TikTok on the teaser, one of the teaser trailers to Night at Freddy's. Alright, so VeggieTales EXE Chapter 2, the full game. I'm definitely going to play that. I will definitely play that for you guys because I played chapters 1 and 2 already. Well, chapter 1 was the full game, but chapter 2 was the demo game. Well, you see, Jack Carter, VeggieTales EXE is a fan game. And which, by the way, it was made by Nate Dogg Gaming, and he actually commented on both of my Let's Plays because I was critiquing some of the stuff in both games, and good news, like I'm happy to tell you guys that Nate Dogg Gaming is pretty supportive. He understands feedback, and he's like, okay, don't worry, I will fix the necessary changes. So he's a good sport. Definitely a good sport. Go check out his content, and if you want, if you're brave enough, you could check out his fan games of VeggieTales EXE Chapters 1 and 2. Yeah, hopefully they fix the difficulty in this space shooter level. Oh my god. Yeah, that part of the of chapter 2 was difficult for me. But for some reason, Junior Boy managed to beat that level in the game. Because I saw Junior Boy's Let's Play of chapter 2, and I was like, oh my gosh, he actually did it. And then when I play it, it's like, oh my god. I was like, ah, man. And I remember slamming my Larry Boy hat. Okay, so you want more video game rages? Yep, it might happen. It might happen someday. Sometime or another. LBF Rage! Alright, so very excited. Okay. Already have. Yeah, we're talking about the full release of Chapter 2 because right now there's a demo of Chapter 2. So I don't know when the full game is going to come out. But when it does, I'll be sure to play it for you guys. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not playing the game. Lord, don't mind me. I just sprinkle in some more obstacles for you to dodge. Keep on playing. So anyways, this is my birthday wish list that I posted on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. So my family sees this. I remember posting it like earlier this month. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's that. And yeah, anyways, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I have a driver's license. Gives me more freedom, sorta. I just need my own car. Because right now I'm using one of my relatives' vehicle. I have to ask them if I could borrow the car to like do stuff like go to the grocery store, or go to GameStop, or go to the library. I'm trying to think if I don't know if I'll ever play VeggieTales.exe. I mean, you don't have to. But it's a game for people like me because I like the horror genre. I played scary games before, let me tell you. There are some scary games that I would play like at the arcade. House of the Dead was one of them. It was like an arcade shooter game where you fight zombies and all that. Shabang-a-bang. I used to be scared of horror games, but I started taking a liking to them. Great pictures, thank you. So anyways, the horror genre I've known for years. For years, actually. So anyways, that's one of my goals is to get myself a car and then get car insurance for it. Alright, so yeah, here's like the last picture that we have. Alright, so this is me like, when was this? I think it was during grad school. Yeah, House of the Dead is fun. And this was like my early years of the Larry Boy Fanatic channel. What I did here was I was bored and I struck a pose. So I got my Larry Boy hat and I got the League of Incredible Vegetables t-shirt because this was the only t-shirt I had alongside that old Larry Boy t-shirt I had. Yeah, they should definitely make more Larry Boy t-shirts. They should definitely sell some more merch. I mean, it's nostalgic. People are still talking about VeggieTales. And it's something to make money. And it's also good for their marketing. I mean, don't just be like a walking, talking figure on social media. Which, by the way, let's look at their Twitter. Because all they're doing right now is posting, like, stuff they can put together and recycle, reuse. Yeah, this is a pretty good quote. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Defend the rights of all those who have nothing. Proverbs 31, 8-9. And then you get the hashtag, superheroes stand up for others. Exactly. I agree with that 100%, and that's why I retweeted it. And then it's got the copyright 2023 down here. Yeah, the replies, a lot of times they get replies like with inappropriate comments, which I'm not going to show. But what I will show is the tweet that I made 21 hours ago. And here's what I said. Still don't know why there's even an IMDb page of the so-called upcoming VeggieTales movie. I put that in quotations. If the whole page is barren, I would have waited until post-production to create an IMDb page for an upcoming movie. Just saying. And then I put the hashtags Nothing Burger and VeggieTales. Because that's what this is, a nothing burger. I took screenshots. Okay, we're going to look at the screenshots. And you could look it up yourself. There's the URL right there. Go for it. You could check it out anytime you want. It says Untitled VeggieTales Project 2025. And I think I've explained this in a previous podcast episode. But yeah, it looks barren. And we could even check it out. I could pull up a new tab and yeah. Okay, expected release date is August 13th of 2025. And these are the only photos that we show. This is from Jonah. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. What's the next screenshot? Storyline. Nothing. Full plot. Nothing. Add synopsis. There's nothing. We got the genres. It's supposed to be animation, action, adventure, comedy. I'm not going to worry about the Parents Guide thingy. Trivia. The only VeggieTales film released on 3D. I don't know if they're talking about like 3D and 2D. Like where you wear the 3D glasses or whatever. They probably are. I haven't been to a 3D movie in years. I mean, I thought it used to be cool to wear the glasses, but it's like the novelty wears off every time. Okay, so what's next? Release date. Again, August 13th, 2025. Also known as Larry Boy, a VeggieTales movie. But again, They don't say. They're like, there's no confirmation. If it's going to be a Larry Boy movie, if it's going to be the Bob and Larry movie that was shelved or something else, we don't know. Production companies, big idea, DreamWorks. Nothing burger is a burger with just the bun and nothing else. And we could look it up right now. VeggieTales movie 2025. Alright, so yeah, basically everything we just went over just now with the screenshots. So I'm just letting you know that it's still the same. It's still the same. Still that same photo from Jonah. Alright, no phone calls. Okay, still nothing. Still the same trivia. Alright, still the same thing. Still nothing. Yeah, basically nothing. There's nothing to show. So, there's no reason for there to be like an IMDb page if you're not going to show us much. I mean, it's good for a draft. Like, when you're writing this in private, if the visibility is private, but to put it out publicly, yeah. Since Big Idea is still a mess with Phil and the others gone. Oh, I like this part here. That's what I expect. A meat patty. Dude, a meat patty is something. You wanted a burger with nothing. Thank you for enlightening us. Thank you for enlightening us. That's what I meant. So anyways, it's a nothing burger of an IMDb page. I mean, seriously. They need to show us something or don't make an IMDb page. Simple as that. So anyways, there's me striking a pose. And, yeah. Was starting to embrace the Larry Boy Fanatic name. And years later, here we are. Here we are. Real happy. It was like, I'm glad I get to share my fandom with you guys. I mean, if I had started my YouTube channel in high school, I would have been bullied. But as time goes on, I have an audience, and I'm really grateful for that. So grateful. And now I'm almost 30, but you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. I'll be 50 and I'll still... Someday I'm going to be 50 and I'm still going to be talking about Larry Boy. Yep, that's the reality of it. Oh, I like this. Nice. My Larry Boy hat is on my bed. Well, you guys want me to wear it for the rest of the podcast episode? I mean, that can be arranged because I see it. It's right over there. What do you think, guys? Should I put it on? We've all gone such a long way. We're glad to be part of this community. Yeah, I agree with both of those. I definitely agree. Okay, we got a yes. We got a yes. So, excuse me. It's like, I mean, if you want to, I was just asking. And it's granted. Wish granted. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, so yeah, was this the last one? This was the last. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my YouTube career. We actually hit 1,700 subscribers recently, so that's a good accomplishment. So that's one heck of an accomplishment, ladies and gents. Alrighty, so as promised, I want to show you guys one more thing. So, yeah, let me just, oh, sorry. Let me just make some adjustments real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, almost 2,000. Well, we'll get there eventually. Alright, so maybe with the King George and the Ducky review, I'll probably get some more subscribers. You never know. Alright, so this is my senior book from high school. Is that... Alright, so, yeah, decorative, got stickers. I'll only show you guys a couple of things. If I wanted to, I'll probably make a separate video describing this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Alright, so, yeah, I remember doing a project, and I made this. It was like, I was taking, there was like an English class where I had to write a poem about something, about anything. I printed out this, coloring book page of Larry Boy, and I actually wrote a poem. I actually wrote a poem about Larry Boy. Oh, and on the inside, got a picture of Larry Boy swinging into action. The URL, larryboy.com, when it still existed. Alright, so you guys want to hear the poem? Yeah, it's been a while since I've written that poem. But anyways, here we go. Oh, awesome sauce? I think I chose King George and the Ducky because I thought it was kind of fitting because I'm doing a review on it. So, yeah, that's what I picked. Alright, so here's a poem where I like to call a poem for Larry Boy. Alright, here we go. I found you when I was 10, I suppose. A cucumber hero who does what's right. You came like a butterfly to a rose. My connection with you now ever bright. You are a shield, knight of shiny armor, protecting citizens from fateful harm. No apple, no fib, no single rumor can defeat you, the wristband of my arm. Yeah, I was talking about this little bracelet wristband thingy that's shaped like Larry Boy. But anyways, back to the poem. From you, my inspiration in life comes. It flows within me like blood in my veins. My awesome friendship with you always sums, no matter what other great hero reigns. But my great superhero, where are you? Where now is the friend that I am used to? Yeah, because at the time in high school, I was like begging for another episode of Larry Boy. And we wouldn't get that episode until 2012 when League of Incredible Vegetables comes out. So League of Incredible Vegetables came out like a year after I graduated from high school. So that was a thing. So yeah, that was my poem that I written in this card right here. So yeah, that was something, right? Alright, so what else to show you guys? And I have signatures, some signatures from some of the people. Advanced Orchestra. Oh my god, for those of you who don't know, I used to play golf for 3 years in high school. This was my golf team. I mean, we weren't great, but we weren't terrible. So I played golf for 3 years, starting in sophomore year. All the way to senior year. Alright, so there was homecoming. Alright, and this was my drawing of Larry Boy. I drew this in April of 2010. Oh my god, look at that. Almost an entire page dedicated to Larry Boy. OMG. And then this was a cutout of Larry Boy from when I got that Larry Mobile for Christmas one time. Here, let me, yeah. This page specifically. Yeah, I used to print out some pictures, like in the school library. Alright, so yeah, there's this section where yeah, prom. I almost didn't go to prom because I told myself if I wasn't lucky enough to find a date to prom, then I wasn't gonna go at all. But luckily, my grandma Betty hooked me up with one of the ushers at my church. he was a young, yeah, he was pretty young for a high school kid. He was pretty cool. I would have wanted to date him at the time. I mean, like, I was 17. He was 17 also. Yeah, he was pretty cool, but yeah, I think he lost interest in me after prom because we used to text each other, send messages to each other, but then it stopped. Yeah, because I would have given him the world. I would have. Yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff on here. Let's see what else I can show. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my senior book. My high school senior book. Again, if I can go back in time and change something in my high school years, I would have been more sociable. I would have been less shy. And that guy that went to prom with me would have been a lot more interested in me. Well, yeah, that was then, this is now. I understand. So, yeah, that was me being nostalgic for this podcast episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. And, yeah, been wanting to nostalgic for a while because some of you were asking me what it was like how did I start, like this is part of my origin story. This is part of how Larry Boy Fanatic came to be. I survived high school, I went to college, and started a YouTube channel, and this is where we are right now. Can we go to Little Caesars? I would love to go to Little Caesars. I haven't had pizza in a while, so that'd be really great. That'd be really great. Thanks for the trip to the nostalgia. Well, you're welcome, Matt. You're welcome. Alrighty, so thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. I apologize if there was no podcast episode last week because I was busy with the King George and the Ducky review, which, by the way, it's premiering in 1 hour, actually. Yep, definitely premiering in 1 hour. Now it's less than 1 hour, so I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the premiere. I'm pretty sure you guys are looking forward to the premiere. So, less than an hour, you guys. Who's excited? I'm excited. I think I did a pretty good job on the review. So, yep, hope to see you guys there. And thank you so much for watching this podcast episode. If you love the episode, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you want to support the show, you could always join my Patreon or become a channel member. Okay, so Patreon and channel memberships. I updated the tier list, and I'm definitely going to update my patrons on the changes. In this way, they have until the end of the month to make any necessary changes to their pledges. So yeah, I'm going to be posting about it on the community tab, more information. I just got done updating the tier list. I will let my patrons know about the changes. let my channel members know about the changes. There's definitely a lot more tiers now than there were before. So, yeah, I will definitely post an announcement on my community tab. Yes, someone's excited for the review. Be sure to see it when it's ready. Awesome. And you can also check out my Redbubble merch store, Ronnie Guns Off 500. And you can also follow me on my social medias. Let me pull it up real quick. Here's the thanks for watching window. There we go. So you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Check out my DeviantArt. And other to Bang. Try not to hiccup here. Alrighty, so definitely stay tuned for the premiere of King George and the Ducky review. It's happening in less than an hour. So, yeah. See y'all at the premiere. And until next time, this has been your girl Ronnie, also known as Larry Boy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the Larry Boy multiverse. And I'm going to go chill out with JB Plush here, and we're going to wait for the premiere to start. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is our show. And, yeah, see you next time.